So starting with the difficult ones first, this is a pike that really hits your shoulders like a military press. And you could modify this easier on a chair, and even easier on your knees. And easiest just straight on the floor. Now for the military press, you could do this with either one arm where you just step on the band and then just go straight up, or you can take a shoulder width and go two arms at once. You want to be sure to focus your back on staying slightly arched but almost straight. In other words, you don't want to be going back like this when you're doing it, because that can really hurt your back. And if you have back injuries, start out very light or don't do this at all. And to really burn up my shoulders after doing military press, I like to grab the band where I'm holding my hands together and just pushing up straight through the middle. It's important to focus here on using just your shoulders and not your back when doing this movement. Next, you can mimic the military press by putting the anchor under the door and using one arm. I like this because it hits it from a different angle. You can also use the smallest band to do lateral raises, as you can see here with one arm. Or with two. And the third one is to do upright rows. And when you do these, you're going to be leading with your wrist, not your elbow, as a lot of people do, as that's really bad for your shoulder, for your rotator cuff. So in other words, this is leading with your elbow. Your elbows go higher first. You want to do that with your wrist instead. Once again, very important to do this leading with your wrists and feeling it in your shoulder and your trap muscles. Never lead with your elbows as you see me doing here. And I like to do this with one arm as well, with the anchor under the door, because it hits it at a little bit better angle. You'll feel these great in your shoulders and your back as long as you're doing them properly with your arms and your back straight. Thumbs are up and the weight is very light. And if you have any back injuries, be careful with all of these and check with your doctor. And if you feel any type of back pain, stop the movement immediately. And it's probably best to come back another day. These are used by a lot of rehabilitation specialists. And your arms are shaped like a Y with your thumbs up, as you can see here from different angles. Best to start out with very light weights. And these are great for your rear deltoids and your upper back. And your arms are shaped like a T, as you can see here. And you can see thumbs are facing down with this one. And you can do the same thing by crossing the bands on the tire beneath the ball. And you can do these standing as well at about a 45-degree angle, as you see here. Nothing complicated here, just hitting different aspects of your shoulders and upper and middle back. You might even start this with no weight at all and see how that feels, as that could be enough for many people. This is just another version of the shoulder fly on the ball. Great for hitting other parts of your shoulder and upper back. And straight lateral raises here can be done with light dumbbells as well. And this is different than with your thumbs up, as you see the palm facing down. I like to throw these in every once in a while as well, as they hit the shoulder in a different way as well as your back. And shrugs are a great way to hit your traps and your shoulders, and I like doing them with the bands a lot more than I do with heavy weights. And you can do them like this with one arm, and the angle focuses more on your upper back and rear delt. Now after I'm done with back and shoulders, I like to do a back fly by taking the band and putting it directly into your chest and squeezing out the back muscles. Well, this is really great for your posture and your upper back. Especially good for people who are sitting all day or typing on a computer. And you want to be careful not to lean over when you do this. You're not doing that movement, just going straight across. When doing it for shoulders, you can focus on pulling with your shoulders in your arms rather than your back. And the modification for this is just by loosening your grip until you really burn it out. I hope you got a good workout in. I'll see you in the next one.